Where does Burrow go here? From the gun, he fakes, throwing to the end zone, wide open is Higgins for the Cincinnati touchdown. For the Eagles, Trevor Williams just pulled up from their practice squad, is on the field for the first time. Burrow to the end zone, wide open, touchdown. It's Higgins. His second touchdown catch of the afternoon.
But what a recovery it was.
Just those little split-second differences so huge in the NFL. 2nd and 10, Burrow over the middle. Higgins breaking free, and Cincinnati back in front.
He comes in the middle of the field, and it looked like Cleveland just stopped.
Burrow takes the snap. Looking end zone. He throws. Touchdown. Tee Higgins.
Only one timeout remaining in that 2-minute warning. Play action. Allen wanted Bernard. He wasn't open. He'll throw for the end zone, and crossing to make the catch. It's Tee Higgins with his 5th touchdown catch of the year.
And I love how the young rookie works back toward his quarterback to cut off Yadam.
This season coming in came in the last 5 games. Allen floating one for the end zone. Catch made as he inbounds. It took a while, the officials discussing, and got it right. At least that's the way it looked from the footwork. He clearly... Quick snap. Burrow with a look. End zone throw. Touchdown. Tee Higgins. 1st and goal.
Look at the height advantage outside on both of these wideouts. Nothing wrong with that.
Burrow throws for the end zone. It's a touchdown to Tee Higgins.
Look at Tee Higgins. And watch him post up the defensive back right here. Look, push off of him, just like he's boxing out in basketball on the low block. That's all he had to do is get position, and Joe Burrow knows. As soon as he starts to make his turn, that ball is out, and I'm going to put it in between the 8 and the 5 and let him fall down right in the end zone.
Defenses are trying to take that big play option away, so what do? You get the ball to get his hands on the balls quickly.
1st and 10, going deep, looking for Higgins, and caught! Touchdown! What a play! Beating James Pierre, who's replacing Hayden.
2nd down and 2. Uzama in motion. Burrow. End zone. Oh, what a grab! Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A demonstration of quarterbacks understanding their receivers, understanding their strengths.
Patchwork defense holding up for Baltimore. Blocked by Nixon. Touchdown, Higgins. And he beats Seymour. 1-yard touchdown throw. 7. Burrow with 4:39 through the air to the end zone. Touchdown, Higgins. As he beat Worley's 10-yard touchdown strike.
Top of the screen, you've got Chase with Ramsey on him. A little toss here. Mixon's going to throw. Open man, caught. Higgins, touchdown.
He wants all of his playmakers to rise to this occasion. He told them, go finish.
Michelle on play action, finding room, going deep, and it's caught by Higgins. He goes in for the score. Jalen Ramsey fell down. And just like that, in 12 seconds, a 75-yard touchdown.
Here's Burrow looking for a second option. Sliding. Signals, throws. Higgins, touchdown, Cincinnati.
Burrow is 8 of 15, barely over 50%. Goes deep down the left sideline, and that's caught. That's Tee Higgins to the end zone.
Burrow, protected, gets hit a bit. Higgins, what a catch! Wow, touchdown, Cincinnati, as he took it away from Greedy Williams. He stays over the top of him. Perfect. The ball's coming in. He's going to play it, but there goes Higgins right over the top of him. And that's what Higgins is able to do. I mean, he's a big physical wide receiver.
So the Bengals are in business. Burrow uncorks it. End zone. Touchdown. Tee Higgins. Cincinnati takes the lead.
You know, high point every time.
Could be dangerous right here. 3rd and 8. He's at the bottom of the screen, but Burrow's going the other way, and he's got Higgins, and he dives for the touchdown.
What a play by Tee Higgins.
Why this offense is darn near unstoppable, because he, over the last 2 weeks, led the NFL in receiving with chases out 262 yards. Get to know what they're in.
To the end zone, back of the end zone, Higgins with the touchdown.
Here, let's just play our game.
Here's Burrow out of the gun on 2nd and 5. Catch made. Tee Higgins lowers his shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
All the way on the outside.
Able to seal him. Here's the pass. Oh, what a catch! Leaping into the air and pulling it down is Tee Higgins. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the game. 27 yards.
Burrow to Higgins. Touchdown! And that's the Bengals we know. '20th career touchdown for Tee Higgins. Higgins at the bottom of your screen. Burrow, pressure coming, looking for Higgins. He's got it! Touchdown! Players, not plays, and the player there is Tee Higgins.
Joe Mixon in the backfield. Browning looks, throws to the end zone. Higgins, touchdown! Cincinnati! 48 seconds to go. It's 2nd and 10 with 3 receivers to the right. Browning looking, pressured, throws it deep, and the ball is caught by Tee Higgins at the 1-yard line. And it's actually called a touchdown.
Right there, feels the pressure, throws it up. Tee Higgins again on the Caleb Evans, goes up, makes the catch, 2 feet down. It's a completion, reaches the ball.
Wow.
Line.
Zach Taylor knows that's irrelevant. This is a game that, regardless of the opponent, you got to have to be a playoff team. And that's a big play. Tee Higgins.
Wow.
Extends. Higgins is gone. It's a Higgins house call.
You got Higgins, you got Chase right there.
Burrow. To the left. Caught, touchdown, Tee Higgins. Now Humphrey was in the vicinity. The slant was there. An 11-yard touchdown pass by quarterback Joe Burrow. Oh, they're bringing everybody. Caught for the touchdown. Higgins. 2nd today, and the 3rd thrown by Joe Burrow.
There, he always seems to hit the big ball when he needs to.
3rd down, quick cross. Higgins sprung free. Touchdown.
Here in SoFi. 4th and 2, Burrow. Deep shot, Higgins is open. Got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Right back in it.
Higgins is going to get basically the same thing, but it's an in and out coverage and that little double wiggle right there on Jasir Taylor.
Play clock winding down. Burrow fires it. Handled by Higgins for the touchdown.
Burrow looking deep. He's got Higgins out there. Caught. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And we've barely played 8 minutes. Burrow, pocket collapses. Burrow stumbling and just masterfully gets it to Higgins. Just otherworldly from Burrow.
He's just been incredible in just making stuff happen off the scramble. Again, got to really take a close look at that, whether or not.
Chase Brown in the backfield. 1 timeout, Bengals. Burrow. Touchdown, Higgins. Beating McMillan. And the Bengals have their first lead today. Burrow. To the end zone for the lead. Higgins. They beat Moss. Touchdown.
This is late hands. Wait till you see. He waits to the last possible second to lift his hands up. So right there, if you're Moss, you don't even think the ball's coming in his direction.
And Burrow with the ball. 1st and goal. End zone. Caught. Higgins. Touchdown. Bengals win. And they are alive in the playoff race.
Over 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. 3 touchdowns on the day for Tee Higgins.